the road. Always love meeting APP viewers every stop along the way. There's Susanna Barr. She got the gold yesterday, but if you thought she was satisfied with walking away with just one from here in Columbus, you would be mistaken, my friends. She's partnered with Ariel Butler for this women's doubles action, taking on Jenna Hessert and Cassandra Gehrke. There's Butler, 29 years old, out of Searcy, Arkansas. AB receiving this serve. Doing a good job with it. The return. Unable to get the third shot drop back over is Gehrke.
0-0-1.
0-0-1. Butler with the serve.
Just wide. Cassandra Gehrke has a unorthodox backhand. She's one of those players, and we've seen Cassandra since 2015. But she'll turn that hand over, and it's almost a reverse backhand.
You beat me to it, Chad. Gehrke, an OG of pickleball. She's been playing pickleball longer than pretty much all three of the other ladies she's on court with right now.
Jenna Hessert, based out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Second serve.
Jen is someone we've seen on tour for a few years as well. Cassandra Gehrke out of Marshall, Wisconsin. That ball missing just wide.
Yeah, good spot there from Hessert, right at the feet, and that's something that we're going to talk about all day long, is that positioning and getting that ball down, getting it to the feet. It creates opportunities.
Second serve.
There it was, right? That's what Gehrke's known for, right? She'll drop that ball straight in front of her, and what she does is she follows it in and Ernie's it. And if Barr doesn't watch out and get that ball away from her there, oh, jeez. Is that the pretzel?
No.
No, it's not.
No, that was straight up.
Okay.
Her body was normal on that one.
Chad named a Barr shot last night.
Good angle there, though, on the forehand. That was a half.
As a half a pretzel.
I was waiting for you to decide what that was called.
She keeps looking
once
now.
the body, once the head goes like
that's
hip height, that's full pretzel.
Changed her mind. Looked like she was going to speed that up right at Gehrke, and then decided to roll that cross court.
3-0-2.
So it'll be 3-0-2, the score for Barr's serve.
Ooh.
Just missing wide off the paddle of Jenna Hessert. So it's a 4-0 lead here for Barr and Butler in game number 1.
So watch their first match earlier, Barr and Butler, and
4-0-2.
AB, Ariel Butler, is playing really well right now. I'm very impressed with her touch, with her resets, with everything she's got going on right now. I am super impressed with Butler.
5-0-2.
5-0-2, Barr with the serve. Great lob from Barr. Signature shot. Great job getting it back. And then the angle was filthy. Are you serious?
What is that?
Hey, I much prefer that there from Barr than when she goes with the big swing and tries to really put it hard through the court. Create that angle, that shorter angle, easier ball, everything's out in front.
So a timeout on the court called as Jenna Hessert and Cassandra Gehrke want a second to talk things over. Trailing 6-0 gives us a chance to talk about Pickleball Superstore. A reminder to check out pickleballsuperstore.com via the QR code on your screen to get your instant discount. Dom, you were talking about what has impressed you about Ariel Butler in this tournament. For Gehrke and Hessert, what does that mean they need to sort of try and take advantage of to get on the board here?
If you come out and on paper you got, okay, Barr and Butler, we really got to target Butler, right? Right now, you got to move the ball around. You can't target her. She's playing so well. You just got to move that ball around in and out.
Side out.
Hessert doing pretty much exactly that on that last point, going back and forth from Barr to Butler. Gets the ball back on their side. And a chance to get on the board here. Cassandra Gehrke with the serve. Oh.
Nice hands there from Gehrke on the speed up. Again, that's the place on Gehrke you want to avoid. You want to avoid her backhand. So if you're going to go anywhere, you really got to try and get it to her right thigh and make her chicken wing where she can't do anything with it.
Hessert getting up for the finish on the forehand. And they're finding a little bit of rhythm out of this timeout. 2 points after forcing the side out.
2-6-1.
In terms of utilizing the timeout to readjust the strategy, Hessert and Gehrke doing exactly what they need to right now.
Excellent execution there from Barr. You see Hessert being pushed out wide, and she's trying to come so hard back to the middle. It's almost impossible to catch up to, and it just leaves that big hole in the middle of the court.
Barr relentless with that forehand, finds the open spot, gets the ball back on their side.
Nice little run here, though, from Hessert and Gehrke to get back in this, answer back at 2 back.
Ball just a little bit short.
Yeah, this went for a little too much angle there for Barr.
6-2-2.
A little too much wrist.
Great setup right there, but you have Hessert looking right at Gehrke after that point and going on that reset. She's got to go back behind Butler instead of going right back to Barr, who's setting that up.
Point.
A little wide there on the reset.
No.
Do have challenges here.
8-2-2.
8-2-2, Barr with the serve.
Again, right there. Hessert, an excellent drop by Butler. Hessert is trying to take that ball that's out wide, that's pulling her off the court. She's trying to go all the way back cross court with it. All it ends up doing is the ball pops up or puts her out of position. That's a ball you're either going to bump back down the line or go middle. You stay in better position. And a very good run here from Barr and Butler.
So Jenna Hessert and Cassandra Gehrke playing here on a Sunday. It's fitting for Hessert that she's playing on a Sunday. Her very first championship Sunday here on the APP Tour was in Cincinnati. So she has some...
Ohio.
Exactly. Some good memories here in Ohio. Has made some deep runs. And in addition to that, it is a Sunday, which for Jenna Hessert is a very important day. She's a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan. But they're on a bye this week.
Everybody has their flaws. It's okay. It's okay.
They're on a bye this week, though. So no distractions for Hessert here on this Sunday.
I have mine. I'm a Bears fan. Just misery.
That's what I was going to say.
Just misery. Every weekend.
Well, at least your team didn't leave your city. Yep.
Time in. 9-2-2.
Susanna Barr with the serve, sitting 2 points away from taking game one. Ooh.
Point.
Just a lot of fire off that paddle. So it sets up a game point opportunity here. Susanna Barr
10-2-2.
with the serve.
Butler wanted it, but she jumped up on top.
I'm sorry. Side.
Made contact with the top of the ball, and it flattened.
2-10-1.
Cass looking at the ref going, yeah, they only get 2 serves. They don't get 3. Trying to give him a 3rd.
Don't help them. Look at the hustle.
Oh, it's in.
Hessert and Gehrke is rewarded Wow.
Jenna Hessert ended up in the second row.
Yeah, but she's
And then
one of
rebounded like she was in a ring.
She's one of those players that's going to cover the court, and that's been her strength on the singles side.
I was going to say, we've talked about that before. She says, there may be people who are better currently than me at pickleball, but nobody will outwork me. She does CrossFit in her free time. This woman does not get tired.
Grinds it out with CrossFit.
This woman does not get tired.
4-10-1.
4-10-1. Gehrke with the serve. Oh, that time Hessert coming over the middle. Takes some authority.
Excellent reset there from Hessert. She cuts it. It stays low. Butler tries to go back at Gehrke. And Hessert just continues through. Perfect poach into the body of Susanna Barr.
Good spot right there from Butler. Good answer. She goes right at the feet of Gehrke. Gehrke trying to get to that kitchen line. She got a little too far ahead of herself.
5-10-2.
So now it's Jenna Hessert with the serve. Good communication in the middle of that point from Gehrke and Hessert on the switch, and this is a game here.
Hessert's feeling it right now. Little added pep in a step.
But she did a good job. If she floated that ball, she saw Butler was going to speed it up. She pinched back to the middle quickly.
Oh, and a little help from the net. So
everything going the way of Hessert and Gehrke right now. They trailed at one point 10-2, and now they are
5-point run.
7-10-2.
7-10-2 on their second serve. Hessert and Gehrke, what are they tapping into right now that has them on a 6-point lead?
Well, they've picked up the intensity. They're now controlling the tempo. You see now that Barr and Butler are back on their heels a little bit. Gehrke and Hessert are very dangerous when they have that intensity and they have that rhythm going. Early on, it was Barr and Butler that were the ones that were initiating the speed up. They were putting the pressure on. They need to find a way to get back to that rather than playing off their heels.
So a timeout called on the court, the first one by Barr and Butler, because Hessert and Gehrke on a heater. Gives us a chance to remind you that UTR has unveiled the official pickleball rating system of USA Pickleball and the APP. So don't forget to get your rating today at utrsports.net. 15 seconds until we resume play here on Championship Court Women's Pro Doubles quarterfinals match. Spot in the semis on the line here at the APP Women's Open presented by the James.
8-10-2.
Let's see what Hessert and Gehrke can do out of this timeout if they can carry that momentum. And they can, just continuing this unlikely run based on the first few points of this game. Gehrke and Hessert can tie things up right now.
9-10-2.
And they do. Are you kidding me?
It's an incredible run right here, and it's just high energy, staying in points, not rushing anything.
An 8-0 run that if they can make it 10 right here, right now.
That's deep.
Wow.
Right now, Barr and Butler are pressing. They're trying to do too much.
11-10-2.
And it's a game point opportunity for Hessert and Gehrke.
Oh,
Just misses wide, and so it's a side out finally. Butler and Barr get the ball back on their side. But instead of another game point opportunity, now Barr and Butler with lots of work to do here if they want to take game one.
See, yeah, and this is the difference. Hessert early on that wider dink, she was trying to go back cross court. She was taking herself out of position. Now she's taking that deeper ball that's behind her, a little bit more middle. It keeps her in good position. She can take the next ball any direction that she wants.
That ball sailing deep, side out, and another game point opportunity here for Hessert and Gehrke.
11-10-1.
Barr and Butler must defend this twice if they want to stay in this first game.
Second serve.
One done.
Good return right there from Butler, nice and deep. Put Gehrke on her heels a little bit.
11-10-2, Gehrke with the chance to complete the comeback.
Oh, she hit a leg.
Yeah, she like jammed herself.
So a big hold there for Barr and Butler, trailing by 1 in a game that you must win by 2.
Oh my gosh, the crowd is like yelling in the middle.
They're yelling in the middle of the point. Like Butler's putting her hands up, looking into the crowd.
11-11-1.
11-11-1.
Nice spot there from Butler. Now flip it again here, AJ. Game point on the other side again.
I love the chaos. This is quite fun. Game point opportunity here for Barr and Butler. At one point, they led 10-2, and now up 12-11 with a chance to finish this game. Instead, great spot by Gehrke in between the two of them.
That's that punch, that backhand for Gehrke.
She's a literal punch backhand.
Yeah. You got to get it away from her backhand.
Another game point opportunity.
Oh, it was on the paddle.
Barr saw it coming, but instead into the net. And let's keep going, shall we? Now Gehrke and Hessert with the ball.
11-12-1.
11-12-1. Jenna Hessert with the serve. That ball sailing just a bit wide. Second serve.
11-12-2.
Barr bringing
right at the feet.
pressure on that last exchange.
I mean, Gehrke and Hessert are everywhere right now. It's like there's 3 of them out there playing such good defense. I mean, they're getting everything back.
Really are.
11-1.
But it's another game point opportunity here for Butler and Barr. And instead, Gehrke finds the feet again. Second serve.
Well, and it's that ball back behind Barr that Gehrke's hitting that's created a couple of pop-ups. Barr's hugging the middle just a little bit.
Switching there in the middle of the point. Gehrke and Hessert refuse to back down. Defend another game point.
I mean, that's scramble mode at its finest right there from Gehrke and Hessert.
11-12-1.
Ooh. She got ahead of it, which is odd because there was a good speed up, like with pace on it, but she got ahead of it.
Well, tried to flick her wrists on that one.
Second serve here. Sandra Gehrke with it.
out.
That serve.
Oh, no.
Missing
She
wide.
just didn't go for it. She tried to float a serve.
And instead, it's another game point opportunity here. The 6th opportunity for Barr and Butler to close it out. And they finally do. Barr and Butler had to fight for their final points, but fight they did. They take game 1, 13-11. I hope game 2 is just as entertaining. We'll be right back.
When you choose the James at Ohio State,
You're choosing access to the James, dedicated support services, and an unmatched survivorship program.
For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State.
Less is more, unless it's less beer.
Fat Tire.
At Sports Imports, we believe in the power of play. From the first time you step on the court to the thrill of competition, we know that fostering your passion leads to embracing your power, and that the love for the game doesn't fade with time. We're committed to building community beyond the net, because no matter what side of the net you're on, the spirit of community is always in play.
A typical insurance? You're just another senior.
That is the 3rd health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market. Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same. That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing? Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
The APP is sponsored by Fat Tire, crisp, bright, easy drinking, Central Ohio Toyota dealers, and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, reminding you to get this season's flu and COVID-19 vaccines. What a battle we had in game number 1 between Barr and Butler and Hessert and Gehrke.
I mean, she almost got that last one. I mean, it wasn't that far off. I mean, they're just all over the court. Like I said, it was almost like there were 3 of them when they made that run coming back because Barr and Butler could not find a hole.
Game 2 underway. Butler with the serve. Great start there. I was going to say, I was going to ask you the biggest difference that you want to see from Gehrke and Hessert, but let me see if I can have the right answer.
Okay.
Don't start down 10-2.
Yes. Yes, that was going to be the initial statement.
I may not be able to do math, but I can get the right answer every once in a while.
No, but in that first point there, Hessert continuing that when she's pulled out wide, she's not trying to go so far back cross court. It just gives her the ability to stay in positioning so much longer and then use the athleticism like that to pounce on the ball up at the kitchen line. You know, when you go corner to corner, she has to cover so much distance going from back to the middle.
Oh, she's yelling at herself right there. Don't miss it because she's on it.
She is on it.
She almost babied it and slowed down instead of just grip and rip like she has been.
0-1-1.
So it's a side out here. Butler with the serve. Great get there from Hessert, but just missing wide.
She just misses this. I mean, full stretch reset.
1-1-1.
Another look at it.
Wow.
I mean, that's like a pinky finger's width.
I was going to say a bowl, but you've got some fat pinkies right there.
I don't think that was a ball.
1-1-2.
I think I need. No.
Tough ball right there, Gehrke. It was almost like she changed her mind a little bit at the last second. Instead of just pushing that ball back cross court.
Well, it's the ball there in between the feet. Yeah. Extremely difficult to change direction from a ball in the middle of your feet.
Great finish there off the paddle of Hessert. So it's a 2-1 lead for Barr and Butler, but Gehrke and Hessert with the ball back on their side.
Yeah, I think this one's going to come down to it again. This one's going to be a nip tuck all the way again.
We'll see if your commentator curse extends to the next match. So it's definitely starting that way. Much different than game number 1, which Barr and Butler built a 6-0 lead before extending it to 10-2.
2-2-1.
And then Gehrke and Hessert battling all the way back to force a 13-11 final.
Oh, Butler just almost like Braverman-esque going, okay, I got this, don't worry about it.
Well, that's the difficulty with Gehrke's backhand right there, too, is once the ball is behind her, no chance of bringing that ball back.
Braverman or Whitwell, those two a few times yesterday, just standing there, throwing the paddle up too casual.
The Whitwell just like set the angle early and drop it in the kitchen like it was nothing. Yesterday was awesome.
Gehrke, couple of errors coming in right now.
So Butler and Barr trying to take advantage of it. 3-2-1 for Butler's serve.
Ooh, I love that point there from Ariel Butler. She kept them in that right there. They got what they wanted. Barr just got a little too big and on top of that last one. Oh, nice.
Wow. Cassandra Gehrke dropping that ball just on the other side of the net. Great change of pace.
Well, reaching in there, taking that out of the air, but you see it's the side action of that paddle that takes all of the pace out of it.
So tie things up yet again. So far, so good, Dom.
Oh. Yeah, Chad, it's like 3 or 4 unforced errors here from Gehrke to start.
If I was Barr and Butler, I would be targeting Gehrke right now because she's trying to match Hessert with the energy and the movement, and she's just a little off balance right now.
Yeah, and right there, the thing of it is like Barr tried to get her out of it. She sped up right at her. That's her bread and butter.
Yeah.
Don't do that to her. Don't let her get any kind of rhythm. Just keep the ball down, make her play it off the bounce like they did on that last one right there, and she goes in the net right now.
Hessert with the hustle. And great finish there. Barr taking advantage a little bit of the chaotic positions. Finds the middle.
But it was the ball from Butler there that she went back behind. After this one here, right here, she goes back behind Gehrke as Hessert was coming up forward. That allowed the open of the court, the middle of the court, to stay open. If she had tried to take that ball back cross court, Hessert was all over it.
There it is, and it's the drop to Gehrke right there. She makes a mistake. Butler makes her pay coming in, following in her drop.
Yeah, even with Hessert hitting the return and coming forward, I would still drop at Gehrke.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
5-3-2.
5-3-2.
Side out.
Well-placed ball there from Gehrke, and so it's a side out. Hessert and Gehrke with a chance to cut into this lead.
3-5-1.
Jenna Hessert with the serve into
Second
the net.
serve.
She rushed that, like super rushed it. Like the score was called and everything was just too quick.
3-5-2.
Wow, Hessert all over the
Sheesh.
place. Great gets.
Great gets, and then just misses a bit wide. So no harm, no foul. Barr and Butler get the ball back. The exact same score. They gave it up.
That's
What a
great
tag.
setup right there. Again, it's pull Hessert really wide right there. It's what Chad and I talked about happened early on in game number 1. They pulled Hessert really wide, got her off court, and then opens up some space right there, and that's exactly what Barr did on that last one.
So a timeout called on the court. Barr and Butler with the lead 6-3 over Gehrke and Hessert. Gives us a chance to tell you what's coming up here. The 2025 APP Collegiate Qualifiers. Take a look at your screen. Grab a little picture. Southwest Regional in Dallas, Texas next weekend. And then following weekend in St. Louis, Missouri, Southeast Regional at the Fort in Fort Lauderdale, December 5th through the 7th. Looking forward to seeing all of the young, talented pickleball players out and about as we get ready for the collegiate qualifiers back here in Columbus, Ohio. Championship court, Barr and Butler, despite the score in the first game, really did have a great strategy for the beginning of it. Got them to the 10-2 lead. The second game much tighter in its early stages. Out of this timeout, how do Barr and Butler carry the momentum?
Continue to get the ball down, right? Continue to make the ball bounce. That's what's happening right now for them. And then, again, Chad and I keep pointing out, again, unfortunately, Gehrke's just made some unforced errors right here.
Play her until she finds a rhythm. Once she finds some rhythm, then move the ball back around. But right now, that's your predominant target.
That ball missing deep.
Just laid it back a little too much there from Barr.
7-3-2.
See, and what's happening too right now is the reason they're getting behind Hessert and she's sprinting to get there is because she's feeling that she has to cover that middle right now because of the unforced errors from Gehrke. So right now, it is a good ball to go behind Hessert when you get the one to Gehrke, have Hessert pinch the middle, and then go right back behind, and they're doing a good job of that.
Great finish there from Jenna Hessert, but I was going to say that's the kind of strategic recognition that you would expect somebody like Susanna Barr in her experience to have.
3-8-1.
So now it's Hessert with the ball, the serve, and a point. Their first one since we were tied at 3-all.
And those are the ones you can't have at a moment like this where you have a team struggling. You can't have those unforced errors where you hit a return and then that free point. Oh, wow.
Miscommunication in the middle there. It looked like a little...
Technically, that's a winner.
That is.
Clean winner.
Clean winner.
Barr pulling
Side up.
Hessert out like you were mentioning, and then finding a way to get the finish. So they get one back, do Gehrke and Hessert, but have to give the ball back to Butler and Barr, up 8-4.
Eight, 4-1.
Oh, just great scramble here from Hessert and Gehrke.
I mean, this time she's almost parallel with the court where she's
like that one.
Scramble.
Point.
Butler right now is feeling a little more confident.
Yes.
You see it in her drops. Her drops are a little more aggressive now. She seemed a little tentative halfway through that first game. Now she's right back to where she was supposed to be.
And it's a match point opportunity here for Barr and Butler.
Second serve.
Tough to pick up on the half volley there for Barr. Good ball from Hessert right at the toes.
10-4-2.
10-4-2, second match point opportunity. Great spot there. Hessert going cross court behind Barr. 2 game points defended.
Yeah, Barr just trying to do a little too much there. Gets herself out of position. Hessert was already a step back from the kitchen line, so she had a little more time for that counter.
4-10-1.
But if you're Hessert and Gehrke, you're going, look, 6-point lead. That Barr and Butler.
Less than 8.
It's nothing. Better than 8.
Yeah. We were down 10-2 before.
Exactly.
We got this. We're right where we want. We got them right where we want.
Exactly how we drew it up. Hessert with the serve.
Nice drop right there from Jenna Hessert.
5-10-2.
5-10-2. Hessert with the second serve. Return sailing deep. Now, if you're Barr and Butler, back-to-back points like this,
right now.
I was just
right now. I'd use my challenge right here.
Yes.
Use the challenge. It was close enough. Use the challenge. It's a free timeout. Right? Yeah.
There you go.
Right. It's close enough to say I can take this challenge and use it as a free timeout because, again, like you said, last thing you want, them getting a rhythm and getting in that kind of focused mindset of, we've been here before, we can do this again. Don't let them think that.
I was going to say, because every reaction opposite an equal reaction, right, is for Barr and Butler. They've got 2 points right away, and they're going, oh shoot, we've seen this story before. I don't want to read it again.
Honestly, I'm telling you, you got three challenges right now.
Yeah.
If there's any inkling of this continuing,
right,
I'm challenging the next close call.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But look at our video reviews. Only line calls are reviewable. Has to be a rally ending shot. So that ball right there sailed deep. Called that out.
Here's a look at it. Well, sorry, not that one. That one was objectively in. That's the one,
That's
I
the
believe.
one we're looking at.
Yeah, it looks out.
Looks a little deep from this angle.
But definitely close enough to call. Definitely.
Oh, definitely close enough to
call. 100%.
So
we didn't see this. We didn't see the baseline angle.
Well, I think Hessert may have been in the line of that baseline camera.
So as we await video review,
it is 6-10-2.
Correct.
So that's one thing on the side of Barr and Butler that they do have for them right now. It is second server, so they do need one stop here. And taking a little while.
It was 5 game points that Gehrke and Hessert defended in game 1 before the 6th was the one that won it for Barr and Butler. Right now they're at 2. So again, right where we want them.
Yeah, it's hard to see from that angle, and I suspect that the baseline camera was blocked by Jenna Hessert. So this may come down to a
call it as it was.
Is going to stand.
Evidence.
Yeah, because really tough to tell from that angle where that ball actually touches.
This video review, though, is a great addition to the APP Tour here in 2024. We've seen it utilized successfully, change the outcome of matches, and also used strategically, right? This is definitely a call that is worth challenging, even if you weren't in this situation, but it does give players an opportunity to catch a breather where they wouldn't have otherwise. So, Dom, you were saying earlier that you really are impressed with AB and the way that she's been playing, Ariel Butler. How have you seen her grow as a pickleball player during the last few years as we've seen her on tour?
We've known, AB for probably about 6 years now. And here's a better look at that baseline cam. Getting close too. That's very close.
Very close.
So we'll see what's happening here as their referees are conferring on the scorecard. It's super close. But going back to Ariel Butler, again, over the past couple years, she was in and out playing pro.
That may catch the back of the line right there.
Here's the official ruling.
Call on the court is in.
Yep.
Ball was in. No video challenges lost. Side out.
But the difference for Ariel Butler is her work. She's really put in a lot of work on the court, and it's really starting to show right now, and I'm very happy for her because she is one that has put a ton of work into her game, and she's starting to get good partners and starting to see those results.
And has a chance to take this match right here, right now. Instead, leaving that third shot drop a little short.
You just want to play more pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
10-5-2.
So Susanna Barr with the match point opportunity. And they get it done. Susanna Barr and Ariel Butler probably telling themselves, who made that a little more dramatic than it needed to be, but all is well that ends well. Barr and Butler move on to the semifinals here at the APP Women's Open, presented by the James. We'll be right back to Columbus.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
To be clear, Fulfill is a protein bar, not a candy bar. Don't let its creamy, chocolatey goodness confuse you, or the fact that you hide them from anyone with a sweet tooth.
You saw nothing.
I saw nothing.
Fulfill. We swear it's a protein bar.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
Looking to supercharge your next event? Well, now you can transform your conference, festival, or company meeting into an unforgettable experience with pickleball pop-ups. We bring the thrill of pickleball right to your venue, indoors or outdoors, with our premium temporary courts. Fast setup, flawless execution, and tons of fun, guaranteed. If you want to engage your team, impress your clients, or make your event stand out, visit pickleballpopups.com today.
Butler and Barr, Chad, get it done. It was a battle, but they finish it.
Yeah, and a good job for Butler and Barr to stay composed after that little bit of a rocky end to game one. We see Barr making the adjustment, going right into the body of Cassandra Gehrke there to end it. They're moving on, and we're going to throw it down to AJ McCord, who's courtside for our post-match interview.
Thank you so much. So much fun to watch you two play here at the APP Women's Open, presented by the James. Susanna, you and Butler playing really, really well and managing to finish off those games. What were you telling yourselves after you built that 10-2 lead? They come all the way back. What did you dig into to make sure you finished that first game?
Yeah, I mean, I think Ariel and I have kind of a similar game, and so we had to just make sure we were playing our game, which is a lot of ball movement, and I think we let them kind of dictate for a while, and we had to just kind of ground ourselves a little bit and pull it together.
Well, and Ariel, speaking of your game, it's something that Dom noticed throughout that match is just how much you have improved and how relentless you can be in those points. What have you been working on throughout the last few months in particular that's gotten you to the point where you're in the semifinals?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of everything, honestly, like starting off with just consistency and then kind of building from there, but it helps to, you know, watch a lot of high-level pickleball and players like Susanna as well and try to emulate parts of their game too.
Well, and it's such a special event here in Columbus, Ohio. Susanna, what does it mean to you to be a part of the APP Women's Open presented by the James?
Yeah, I mean, it's final day, and it's just been so much fun. I mean, it really means a lot to just show all the support for women and for, you know, solving cancer, and it's just been great. Yeah.
How would you describe the atmosphere, AB?
Yeah, it's awesome. This is such a unique event and for such a good cause. And yeah, it's been a blast so far. Gotten to spend a lot of good time with friends and making new friends as well. So yeah, it's been awesome.
Cannot wait to see you guys in the semifinals. We'll be right back at the APP Women's Open presented by the James.